I have just kind of become familiar with mock scrapes, and I've noticed that people do them differently and have different philosophies around them. So if you wouldn't mind sharing with us, what do you do when you set a mock scrape, and where do you set it, and what's your protocol?
And I know it's controversial. People will say vines are the best or this is the best. I mean, they'll make a scrape on honeysuckle, but I've just had the most success actually setting up my own mock scrape in a particular spot and having them reuse it. And I've got a mock scrape on 90% of my cameras, just because like I kind of went back to having as many things in your favor as possible. It's
Yes.
not like every deer is going to come to that mock scrape. But if you've got one on a creek crossing and you've got a mock scrape right here and the big one crosses 25, 30 yards down, maybe he'll be like, oh, let's just go over here and check this out, and you'll get him on camera. So that's kind of my theory behind it. So on this particular spot where I hung the mock scrape, I went in blind. All I had was, I always have zip ties on me just in case so I can zip tie a branch together. But there was a vine hanging down in a really good location. So I went ahead and sawed that vine off at about belly button height. And then it also split off. So then I went and I found a branch off of an oak tree that I was able to kind of wedge into that little fork in that, just
Sure.
to add a little bit more substance down here. Cause I don't know what it is, which I've made them with vines and they've taken off and done well. But whenever I add a little something to the vine, I don't know if it's more visually appealing to the
Yeah.
deer or what it is, but it seems like I just have more luck with that. So, and this spot too is set up great for a mock scrape because it's that property we are talking about. It funnels down nicely. Um, Whenever it breaks down into those 4 acres to get through in the timber, it's only 100 yards wide, and you can sit there. I mean, 3 days, and you kind of have a pretty good idea of what the deer are going to do. They've got their certain paths, and I put it right next to one of the main trails there. Um, but yeah, I go in and I'll kick up the dirt, and I like to make it pretty big just to where they can see it. I like to have that visual sign as well. And then I started using, I believe the company was Day,
Sure.
Jared Mills. He started it, but yeah, I just started using that this year. Previous years, I would use Scrape Fix. It's a powder, and it looks like it's in a little grenade, and I had good luck with that.